Hello guys and girls, welcome back. Hope you're all having a bloody lovely day. Today you join me on this fantastic little bike, which is the Triumph Speed 400. Absolutely quality bit of kit from what I've rid so far. So what we'll do is we'll find somewhere to pull over and we'll go through some specs on the walk around. So we pulled over, let me show you what we got. So as you're probably aware, this is the Triumph Speed 400. We'll have a look around and then we'll go through some facts and figures. Love that little exhaust there, it's absolutely beautiful. There are some things on this bike which aren't standard and have got some aftermarket parts, but we'll talk about them in a minute. Lovely gold forks there, really do sort of make it pop. I do like them. Bar end mirrors as well. Overall it is a really quality machine, and for the money as well. For around about the £5 mark, you get a lot of bike for it. So I've got my cheat sheet in front of me. So the engine is running a 398cc with around about 40 brake horsepower, about 27 foot-pound of torque. Obviously you can see water cooled. You can see it's a single cylinder. The fuel tank is a 13 litre tank. Obviously Triumph are claiming around about 80 miles per gallon, depending on how you treat it. The bike overall weight wise is about 170 kg, which to be honest with you, it really doesn't feel like, it feels a lot lighter. It feels more about the 150 mark, especially when you're wheeling it around. On the tyres or wheels, you've got 17-inch both front and the rear. Obviously you can see them lovely gold forks there, they're 43 mil front forks. You've got your mono shock on the rear as well, which you can just about see in there. Seat height is 790, so it is really ideal for shorter riders, especially for short asses like myself. The seat is quite wide, so just bear that in mind if you do decide to buy one, or I would recommend to probably go and sit on one first, because yes, the seat height is low, but it is quite wide as well. I can put 1 foot flat on the floor really nicely. We have got obviously the colour options that you can get this in. You can see this one's sort of like the black and the grey. They do a red, which is basically this part here is all red, and this is also a grey as well. They do a blue and a grey, and this one here is the black and a grey. I think overall it looks really quite cool in the dark colours. So obviously we are riding on the cockpit. We've got a fly-by-wire throttle, so no cables, all electronically. There you got your basic controls that you'd get on near enough every other single bike that you would get. Does have ABS obviously on the front and rear. While I'm talking about ABS, you can see we've got the Bi-Bray calipers there, which are basically a little sister company or little brother company of Brembo. You can see the tyres we've actually got on here are actually Pirelli Diablo Rossos, so you do get some decent tyres on it as well. Same with the back. You got your Bi-Bray, your ABS ring, etc, etc. So we'll turn it on to this lovely little dash. Shows you everything you need. It's quite a cool little dash, to be fair. I'm really surprised that they put this sort of TFT style dash on here. So you can see obviously you've got your fuel gauge on there. You can see this bike has done 333 miles, so absolutely nothing. Obviously you've got your miles per gallon on there. Miles per gallon? What am I on about? Miles per hour on there. And you can go through your traction control settings as well by this little information button here. Right, we'll give it a little bit of a start for you to give you some idea of what it sounds like. Ooh, Harley! The Triumph have done a really good job on this to make it sound really nice and thumpy, to get the most out of that engine without all the Euro 5 gubbins and whatever. Nice LED lights, you can see on there with the Triumph logo, lovely little touch on there. Turn it off just so you can hear me a bit better. LED indicators, front and rear, which is nice. I do like, every time, the more I look at this bike, the more little details I see. Like obviously you've got your Triumph logo on there. You got your street logo on there, 400. Obviously I showed you the headlight logo. Triumph really have put a lot in this bike, really. So the aftermarket things on here, which have been put on. Obviously it's got the racking system on there as well, been put on. It has had a tail tidy as well. So originally it would come more out sort of like this, but it's been tail tidied. Screen as well, which to be honest with you really does help keep the wind off your face. So all in all, for the price, I am really impressed with this bike. I'll talk more about the handling and all that when we actually take it out for more of a ride, and you can see me and hear me talk more about it. So let's ride it. Bye. I can't stop the camera.
So the first initial impressions on this is just how smooth it is and how fun it is. It's a proper back road blaster. Obviously I can't be going too quick on this because the bike is still being bedded in via the Triumph manufacturer warranty service and all that jargon. I love the dash on it, keeping with the Triumph heritage. Mirrors are really good, no vibes or nothing in there. The fly-by-wire throttle seems really good. Not that I've got anything to compare it with, because to be honest with you, this is the first fly-by-wire bike that I've actually ridden. So I have just noticed another little touch which I quite like. I quite like the little Triumph logo on there, that's quite smart. The suspension, I just noticed, isn't adjustable, but to be honest with you, I don't really care, because it seems not too hard, not too soft. It's sort of like that Goldilocks sort of zone. The riding position is a lovely sort of natural position, armchair position. Handlebars seem really good, no vibration through them whatsoever. The seat is a little hard. I'd say probably sort of like after sort of 50 miles or so on my arse, that would be getting a little bit numb. But all in all, first impressions, and the sound of that exhaust as well is always there. You can always hear that exhaust. Brakes seem really good. They're not too sharp. They're not obviously too weak at the same time. We might do a little brake test in a minute. We'll do a little 30 mile one. Nothing behind us. Front brake only. Yeah, really good. You can really feel them. Do your back brake in a minute. Just get round this corner, make sure nothing's coming. Back brake. Yeah, that's quite that's quite a cool back brake. You probably saw me lunge forward. Oh, I like that, that's pretty cool. Little beach buggy style thing. So as we come out of this 30, we'll give it the a bit more throttle, just give you some idea of what the pickup is. But like I said, the bike is still wearing in. Yeah, that's quite good to be fair, I quite like that. The screen is helping loads, to be honest with you. So I've just been playing with this dash. Obviously I can really look where I'm going. So you've got the information button there just on your left thumb. Obviously at the moment I've got my miles. Press it once. It's got my trip answer for trip 1. Press it again, trip 2. Then it's got in there miles per gallon, which I'm presuming now is 60 miles per gallon, I'm presuming. Press it again. I believe that's estimated miles that you've got left in the tank, so it's telling me that I've got 87 miles to go in the tank. Press it again. Actually, I don't know what that is actually, I'm going to have to double check that. T-Con, obviously it changes your traction control, which I'm not going to play with, it's not my bike. And then we're back to the overall mileage. Right, I've got a set of bends coming up now. Let's see what she's like in the bends. Let's not be giving it too much. Yeah, it drops in really nicely. It's such a happy little bike, to be honest with you. It's a really happy bike. Wagging its tail. Why do you need, you know, over 100 brake horsepower when you can have this amount of fun with 50 brake horsepower, or 50 odd brake horsepower? Hello, sir. That was a Royal Enfield of some sort. Over the little jump or bridge. To be honest with you, I wouldn't mind giving the other version of this a go, which is the I think it's a Scrambler 400. Has slightly bigger tyres, slightly more suspension travel. I would love to give that a little blat on some sandy road zone. That'd be really a really fun bike. Right, we're now coming through the village of Litcham, so this will give me a good opportunity to do some slow speed maneuvers. Let's see what we're like. You also got a gear indicator here as well, which I've got to mention. Look where you're going. So we're in 5th gear. Yeah, it seems to, actually seems really happy. 5th gear, 30 mile an hour. Lovely little rumble as we go through. Avoid the cow shit or whatever it is. Yeah, no problems to us. Holding it, it's not spluttering. Let's pull it down a gear. Honestly, I think it's more happier being in the 5th gear at 30 mile an hour. Can't get over how smooth this is. You can't feel nothing. You can't feel the chain or sprockets going around. Oh, he is coming out, but he's not. Good. Through these bends, just got to be a little bit careful on these because there's always sand on this corner. Like there you see there. Throttle out. Haha, it is really fun bike. Yeah, I suppose the leading competitors for this bike, I suppose you could say the Royal Enfield Himalayan. I personally would probably go for this. The Sparkpillen, the Husqvarna Sparkpillen, the 401 I think it is. I haven't ridden one, so I can't really compare it. Trying to think what else is in the bracket. I suppose all the little A2 bikes really, or A1, A2, there's, you know, the smaller class license. Oh, come on. Fucking hell. Oh my god, seriously. Right, so while I'm being stuck behind these bikes, I suppose I can talk about who this bike is really aimed at. Do you know what? I suppose anyone? Everything from your first time riders, your short shits like me, if you've got like your, I don't know, your CBR 600 that you use on your blast and you want to use this as a daily commuter, this is absolutely fantastic. If you live out in the countryside, this is more than adequate. This is absolutely fantastic bike. You know, someone who's had, you know, bigger, heavier bikes, and they're getting on a bit and they feel like they can't handle the weight of the bike. You know, again, this is ideal. You know, this is absolutely fantastic. You know, it's keeping people riding. You know, I'm not going to be sexist or anything, male or female riders. You know, this is quite a vast category that you could put this bike into. You know, it is an awesome little, I want to say budget, but I can't say budget because it's got such good features on it and quality features. You know, or like I just said a little while ago, all of this bike for around about the £5,000 mark. You know, is there anything I don't like about it? As someone just randomly slams on their brakes? It's hard to say, really. The side stand is a little bit, it's quite vertically up, and it took me a little while to actually find it. It's quite far back. That's probably just because I'm so used to my little GPZ, really. Things I love about it, bloody hell, that list goes on and on and on, you know. It's super smooth, lovely price tag, the accessories are good. God, you could do quite a few customization to this bike to make it your own. Comes with awesome tyres, brakes are really good. Yeah, I don't want to bore you to death with what I like about it. You know, I must admit, I'm thoroughly impressed with this fly-by-wire throttle, but I've got nothing to compare it to. Oh dear, sorry about that. Right, what we'll do now, I'm now on the way back on my route, and we'll go through quite a busy area, and then we'll hit the main road, hit the dual carriageway to give you some idea of what it's like at higher speeds, and if it can do it. One thing I've just forgot to mention, I should have probably said ages ago, the clutch on this is really light. It is literally, not sure if you just saw that, but it is literally one finger pull. It is so light. It's like it's not even a cable clutch. It feels more like a hydraulic clutch. It is really nice. Such a happy little bike. And I'm doing 50 and a 40. Naughty, naughty. Right, get the side of you. Right, head into Deering Town Centre. Hopefully we'll have some start-stop. Like I said before, that clutch is really light, so there's no struggling there. I say start-stop. Town looks really quiet. Well, there's Dereham Hells Angels. Really flickable, this bike though. You just flick it around. Oh, I smell feed. Tell we're near the old Rony Rye. Nice box. Oh, you can get round there. Bloody hell, love. Nice dog. Oh, he's nice actually. The only other thing I have found that I don't like, and it's only me just being stupidly picky and trying to find things, is this indicator switch here. On some bikes that I've rode, there's a positive click. So I turned it left, and when I push it in, there's no positive click. That's the only sort of bad thing that I can really find with that. Someone's selling stuff. Bless her. Now I've got the bloody lights on full beam. What's going on there? Ah, that'd be why. I've probably pressed something. I've got a bloody cod bike behind me now. It's a really good town bike, to be honest with you. So if you live somewhere in a big town or big city, this bike don't struggle at all. Right, let's see what she like on the dual carriageway. I got a feeling it's gonna be alright, but she ain't gonna like it for long periods of time. See how easy it is to get out here today. It's gonna be an absolute bitch, or it can be really easy. Come on. Go, go, go. Oh, third gear it feels loads better. And 60. So yeah, it will do it. It feels stable. Well, you can see by the revs we're doing nearly 6,000 revs, so it's quite a buzzy, high revving engine. When this opens up into 2 lanes, I'll take it to 70. Not for long though, because I don't think I want to keep it there very long. One, because it's obviously not that sort of bike to be on dual carriageway work for ages, and two, it's not my bike, and you know the servicing on this, obviously you can say, so it's only done like less than 400 miles on that, and I believe these bikes are like restricted in the rev range. So let's go to 70 ever so gently. Yeah, so there's 70. I personally don't think the bike is happy at like 70 mile an hour, so I'm going to bring it back down to 60. Yeah, it's better at 60. I wouldn't want to do it for long periods of time. Like I said, it's more of a back road blaster bike. Yeah, if you really wanted to, you could tour on this if you really wanted to. Just avoid, you know, these sort of roads. Slowly at sort of 65, I can feel the buzzing in the handlebars. There's a little bit in the foot pegs. Nothing, you know, bad as such. But yeah, it will do it. Personally, I don't think you would want to do it for a long period of time. Right, so let's pull over and I'll give you my final thoughts, and then I'll return the bike. Tunnel!
So before I do my final thoughts on this bike, I just want to say a massive thank you to Ray, my stepfather, who has let me loose on the bike for a couple of hours. So massive thank you, mate, for letting us have the ride out. Well appreciated. So final thoughts, and there's also a couple of other bits in this bike that I've found out. So all in all, thoroughly impressed with the bike. It looks smart, it handles really well, it's really smooth. The suspension is very well thought out and set up. Obviously it's not your Öhlins suspension or anything like that, it's just your, I believe it's just an in-house thing that Triumph have done. So yeah, all in all, thoroughly impressed with the bike. It does look really pretty. I do like the colours of it. That front suspension really does pop quite nicely. One thing I have found out, I'll just turn the ignition on, is this really cute brake light. I think that's really cool. It doesn't really do any justice on the camera, but actually it's really cool. It's even got the little Triumph logo on there as well. That's really smart, I like that. Also as well, I found out, I'm not sure if it's something they were meant to do. Obviously you got your flashes, which you can see, that's flashing there. But you can also flick it forward and then it stays on, and obviously pull back, flick forward. I think that's a cool little touch. I like that. So all in all, I'm thoroughly happy with the bike, as you can probably tell, because I've repeated it so many goddamn bloody times. So yeah, I'm now going to return the bike back. I hope you've enjoyed this video, okay? Like I said, I have got other videos on my channel as well. A couple of reviews and all that. And yeah, I'll catch you guys for the next one. Love you, bye.